There's a provision under Texas law relating to possession of a prohibited weapon. So if you have an illegal kind of weapon, it's someplace you can't go with it no matter where you are. But under that same section of the Texas Penal Code, even if you have a legal weapon, and even if it happens to be that you're a concealed handgun licensee, you can't go on a school campus with it. It's a felony. What the new law does is it creates an exception to that rule. It says that if you happen to be a concealed handgun licensee and you're at a public university or a private university where they haven't opted out, then it's no longer a crime. Look, your brain is not really fully developed until you're like 20. This new law will not be a return to the Wild West. And the reason why is that there are several important exceptions to the law. The first one is that it only applies to concealed handgun licensees, which means that under Texas law, that usually only applies to people who are 21 years of age or older. There's an exception for military veterans. The second exception is that public universities can designate gun-free zones in places like sporting events, so the guns will not be available all over campus. And the third exception to the rule is that private universities can opt out of the law entirely. Some public universities will have gun-free zones, some public universities may not. Some private universities may opt out of the law, some private universities may not. So if you're a concealed handgun licensee and you have a handgun and you're going to a college campus, you're going to have to know the law before you step foot on that campus, otherwise you could make a very serious legal mistake.
I don't like it very much. I think it's very irrational to give students guns on campus. It's not very safe. I wouldn't feel very safe at all, actually.
Everybody's stressed, everybody's taking tests, you forget something at home. I don't want you to have a gun involved in this process as well.
I mean, you have to get a license first, so obviously they're going to be educated in what they want to do with the gun, or how to properly use it and stuff.